Right, I've just got back from the most incredible week in Cornwall. We've been filming a new series which is going to be coming out very soon. It's a long kind of episode all about me fishing with friends. It's called Fishing for Bites, and we were down there fishing for bluefin tuna, and we had a whale of a time. Boom, boom. Before we release that, I'd like to show you a little dish made from some of the produce that I picked up whilst I was down there. Met a guy called Ross who runs this amazing little farm, I guess, called the Padstow Kitchen Garden. Everywhere we went around Cornwall, we were kind of eating produce in restaurants that he was supplying. I had to go and meet him, and we picked up this little sort of array. So breeds his own black pigs. He's got a couple of beautiful chops here which we're going to cook. Got a huge amount of fat on the outside, which totally turns me on. I love that. So we're going to just score this and try and render out some of the fat, give it a little lick of smoke, and cook these really slowly on the edge of this kadai here. To add the wood to the fire just at the front here, because wood creates smoke and smoke is flavour. Just going to pop the meter probe kind of around into the actual meat there. So this is the bit that I'm interested in. This can be as cooked as you like, and we want this to be nice and crispy. So that has gone right in. And then we're going to top it with some of this lovely Cornish Nduja from the Dutchy Charcuterie Company. I've heard so much about these guys. They're all over the internet. All the barbecue lads are using their stuff. I've never tried it, and I saw it in his fridge and I was like, you know what, I've got to finally taste this stuff. So we're going to smother the pork chops with Nduja. We're going to do these baby leeks, which came from Ross also. Just going to grill those up and do a romesco sauce. These padrons are everywhere, so some simple grilled padron peppers, and just, you know, it's very, very Spanish kind of classic food, but it's all from Cornwall. All I'm going to do now is just going to score this fat on the outside, and that's just going to help it to render away. We want this to be sort of crackled, you know, by the time we're finished. Just going to hit that with some salt on both sides, and that's it. That's all it needs. We're going to add this to the fire on this side, so it's kind of those bits of crackling fat side are facing the fire. The meat is protected. We want to try and crackle that up. So set up the cook. We're cooking pork today, and it is a chop. And I want to serve it. I'm going to finish it when it hits medium, because I kind of want it medium well, I guess. So I'm going to hit medium, start the cook. Happy days. While we're waiting, I'm going to get ready for the romesco sauce that's going to go with the leeks. So we're just going to drop these red chilies on there. We're just going to char the outside of those up because we want time for those to cool down so that we can turn them into the sauce. So I'm just going to char off the lemon as well, because it completely transforms the lemon juice. See, it's already starting to crackle along this edge here. It's only been on there for like 2 minutes. So that's a really good sign. Lemons are ready. Look at that. Perfect. That caramelization is all we need. It will have totally transformed that lemon there. The pepper's good to go. Right, I'm just going to flip these over and move them around, just because the bottom side seems to be just catching on the fat a little bit there. That's all good though. The meter's told us these are done to medium, so pulled them right out of the fire now. You can see it's like really nice and crispy. Just going to chop the tops off of the baby leeks, and then we're just going to chuck the baby leek straight over these, what are now embers rather than raging coals. Whilst we're waiting, let's make this romesco sauce. Smash up some almonds, and I mean normally you use hazelnuts. I'm using pine nuts just because I couldn't get any hazelnuts today. I'm going to stop there. Right, peppers next. So just going to use my hands just to rub the outside off, all that charred skin. We don't want that in there. Just see how easily that slices now. Chilies, look at those. So that's just completely blistered out. Inside, got a nicely cooked chili. Just gonna literally pop it out of his pajamas and go in. Okay, then we're gonna go in with this caramelized lemon. Try and make sure you don't get the pips in there because they'll be bitter. Just 1 clove of garlic, put that up and get that in. and then some parsley and some oil. Now we're just gonna sit and just work all of that together. Look, looks like it's completely done, you can eat that, but trust me, inside there, you peel the first layer off, and inside those leeks, they're gonna be gold. So we're just gonna whip these over to the cool side of the grill now, because they need to be cooler so I can handle them and strip off those charred bits on the outside. So, there we go, romesco, looking good. Chop these padrons. So we ate these in Cornwall last week, and like Ross was telling us that, you know, I've eaten padrons a lot and normally they're not hot, but half of his are hot, or not half, maybe a third. It's like Russian roulette, you never really know what you're gonna get. Also, as padrons are cooking, I'm just gonna strip these back so you can see inside. There's these beautiful kind of tender leeks. Look at that. They're stunning. Get these on the board, ready? Just gonna turn these padrons. They want kind of just a little bit of blistering. Normally the Spanish will just fry these in olive oil until they blister. So you don't want to overcook them. They're nearly there. I'm going to take the meter probe out now of here. And we're just going to finish it directly over that fire. Bring the heat back into it and also just cook it through to finally finish it off. Right, so this is obviously going to cause some flare-ups, so just got to keep moving the pork chops around. These peppers can come off now, they can go onto the board. Look at that, that is more colour than that chop needs now. So I'm going to leave it on that side. We're going to do exactly the same with this one. In fact, no, that one needs a little bit longer. But whilst we wait for that other one just to come to where we want it to be, I'm just moving the bit that wasn't coloured into the hotter zone. I'm going to take the Nduja, while it's really hot, I'm just literally going to spread with the back of the spoon. Drop these beautiful Nduja pork chops down. We've got a little Spanish feast. I'm just going to get that romesco sort of dashed around. I'm going to go a little glug of rapeseed oil just over these padrons, which are literally naked at the moment. They've just been hit with flame, nothing else. So they need just a pinch of sea salt too. And there we have it. Charred baby leeks and padrons all the way from Pasto Kitchen Garden with a romesco sauce and this beautiful black pork chops with crispy crackling on the outside, and Nduja from the coast of Cornwall, from the Dutchy charcuterie, all over the top of it. I can't wait to have a taste. Let's have a look in these pork chops. Oh, hear that crackling. So crunchy, it's snapping apart. Beautifully cooked through. Look how juicy that is. Oh my lord. Gonna have to go back in that romesco, but let's hope it's not a hot one. It's a hot one. Man, they've got a kick. They're good though. Woo, boy, are they good. Mate, so good. Get yourself, if you're in Cornwall, make sure you go and see Ross Pasto Kitchen. Pasto Kitchen Garden. Boy, they are hot. I'm Adam Pennell, Shropshire Lad. If you like what you've seen, as I say, subscribe, like, and make sure you look out for Fishing for Bites, which is coming soon.